And so, Carl, here's the million-dollar question. Do you believe that a higher form of non-human intelligence has visited this planet?
Right. So non-human intelligence exists. Non-human intelligence has been interacting with humanity. This interaction is not new, and it's been ongoing. And there are unelected people in the government that are aware of that.
And so, Carl, that is quite a bold statement. I'm wondering, and I'm curious, how confident are you that that is true?
There's zero doubt.
But what is true, and I'm actually being serious here, is that there's footage and records of objects in the skies that we don't know exactly what they are. We can't explain how they moved, their trajectory. They did not have an easily explainable pattern. And so, I think that people still take seriously trying to investigate and figure out what that is.
Yeah.
But what do you think? What are those things worth looking at?
There are things you can't explain. There are things that cannot be explained.
Wow.
And so I don't know what the explanation is for those unexplainable things, but I will say that there are phenomena that have been witnessed by multiple people that are just inexplicable.
In my opinion, this is something that we should be studying. And as I said, it's a worldwide phenomenon, not just here in the United States.
The United States government has gathered a great deal of information about UAPs over many decades, but has refused to share it with the American people. That is wrong, and additionally, it breeds mistrust. We've also been notified by multiple credible sources that information on UAPs has also been withheld from Congress, which, if true, is a violation of the laws requiring full notification to the legislative branch.
So when we got there, we wanted to know, they call it the UAP program, unmanned aerial or unidentified aerial phenomenon, or whatever they call them now, the euphemism for UFOs. So the people who brief on these programs come to the Office of the Director of National Intelligence. Now, to be in the Office of the Director of National Intelligence, you have to have the highest security clearance that the U.S. government offers. These people that are in this office see, to your point, everything. They're preparing the president's daily brief every day. So they are seeing the most sensitive intelligence that the U.S. government has. Well, when we got there, naturally, kind of the senior team wants to be in the room to hear, let's get the briefing too. Let's get the briefing with the director. And they kicked everyone out of the room.
Are you serious?
Kicked everyone out of the room. Said, well, we're here to give the briefing to the director. And so even the people who saw all the most sensitive stuff in the U.S. government, that's how sensitive they were about being willing to brief that. And that's about all I can say about it.
What I have concluded is, first of all, we have a massive intelligence failure on our hands. This has been going on for years, and hundreds of incidents. Nobody in the Congress was informed. Senior officials in the Defense Department were not informed. The intelligence community did not take action to support our military personnel at sea in these carrier battle groups and other locations. So it's extremely disturbing to think that after spending hundreds of billions of dollars for so many years and believing our airspace to be secure, in fact, we've had vehicles operating in restricted military airspace with impunity on a recurring and sustained basis for many years.
Absolutely. We're being visited by non-human intelligence with technology we really don't understand, and with intentions we don't understand at all either. And this is just one of those great big questions. Are we alone or not? And we're learning we're not.
And so will you just, for the public record, again, once again, briefly, just either describe or note that aircraft that are being witnessed, particularly by the 30 folks that you're working with, are essentially outside the scope of anything that we know of today and the technology we have today. Mr. Graves, Mr. Fravor?
Yes, the objects that are being seen by commercial pilots are performing maneuvers that are unexplainable due to our current understanding of our technology and our capabilities as a country. And that applies for the military as well.
Mr. Fravor?
Yeah, I concur with that. We have nothing that can stop in midair and go the other direction, nor do we have anything that can, like in our situation, come down from space, hang out for 3 hours, and go back up.
Mr. Gresh, finally, do you believe that our government is in possession of UAPs?
Absolutely, based on interviewing over 40 witnesses over 4 years.
And where?
I know the exact locations, and those locations were provided to the Inspector General and some of which to the intelligence committees. I actually had the people with the firsthand knowledge provide a protected disclosure to the Inspector General.
You know, when people talk about it, you know, is there other life besides what's in the United States, in the world, the globe? You know, life is defined in many different ways. I think it's a bit presumptuous, if not arrogant, for us to believe that there's no other form of life anywhere in the entire universe. What that might, you know, be is, I think, you know, subject to, you know, a lot of different views. But I think some of the phenomena we might be seeing continues to be unexplained, and might in fact be some type of phenomenon that is the result of something that we don't yet understand, and that could involve some type of activity that some might say constitutes a different form of life.